When I hear women say that all men cheat, all I'm hearing is projected fear and pain. And it's always stemmed from broken examples of what they've seen. It could be from childhood with their dad, their uncle, or maybe an ex who betrayed them in the past. Don't get me wrong, none of that's okay. I understand that is trauma. But to use that as a springboard to say that all men cheat, no. And why is it that the people who have the worst thing to say about marriages are never happily married? Because they do exist. God didn't just say men do better than your dad. Dads aren't the standard. Instead, he said in his word, men, love your wives as Christ loves the church. And that's what the standard is. Not a bad experience, not some celebrity's marriage. It's God's word because he's the one that ordained it. It's a sacrificial love, a covenant love, a steady love. And I'll be honest with you, because I was raised in a single parent household and I had a negative view on marriage because my understanding was there was Disney or there was a honeymoon phase. But even then, that was a romantic love. That wasn't the love that God is calling men to love their wives, which does happen. But I just had never seen that. And it was through having my own personal relationship with God, I got to see what his standard of marriage was. I needed to know this for myself so that I would know what standard I was actually comparing the next man that I dated to. And to not be blown over by 6 foot, 6 figures nonsense, which isn't what keeps a marriage. But I needed to make sure that his character was what I was looking for in a godly man because I wanted a godly marriage. And then I met my husband. For the first time when I was dating, I got to see a man where he esteemed God more than anything else. And I just saw that in every aspect of his life. He wanted to live a life that was pleasing to God. I saw it in how he treated his family, how he treated the women in his family, how he approached work, how he kept to his morals, how he was a man of integrity in the small things and the big things. And I also loved how people spoke about him because I didn't want to just hear what he was saying to me when he was in front of me. I wanted to see how he was when he didn't know I was watching and I was watching. But I'll talk about more of that in another video because the truth is, faithful men aren't rare. They're there. But it takes wisdom and discernment to spot them and healed eyes to recognize them. Because I promise you, if you go into marriage believing that all men will cheat, one or two things will happen. First one is you'll push away all the good ones because of fear. And the second one is that you will settle for red flags because you've already lowered the bar. And the kicker is that even though you might think it does, lowering your expectations does not protect you. By all means, yes, you have to be discerning. What it will do instead, it will harden you and rob you of intimacy. But you never feel safe with someone that you've already decided they can't be trusted. Or you're making that good guy pay for somebody else's mistakes that has nothing to do with him. So yes, faithful marriages are possible. I'm living proof of it. I've been married for almost 15 years. So ladies, it's not about lowering your standard. Instead, it's about raising your standard to God's level and then choosing a man who matches it.